Right, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining me on this final session. My name's Scott Edwards. I'm the Senior Account Manager, or one of the Senior Account Managers here at Virgin Atlantic. And I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on what's happening with us and how we can, help you guys sell more of our wonderful Virgin Atlantic product. So you've probably seen our strap line, Born to Fly. It's really what we sort of push quite a lot these days. So moving on, we'll just take a peek inside our world. So I don't know how many of you have had the pleasure of using our iconic clubhouse. It is world famous. We have several of them, but the main iconic one of ours is based at London Heathrow, which a lot of you will travel from. Um, they're all open. Obviously, during the pandemic, a lot of these were actually closed for quite some time. But now we're kind of out of this pandemic state. These are all fully operational now. So, as I said, we've got our main one is Heathrow, but we also have others in New York, Boston, San Francisco, Washington, and Johannesburg. And for those of you who don't know as well, we also have an arrivals lounge at London Heathrow called the Revivals Lounge. These are, so both of these, the Clubhouse and the Revivals Lounge, are open to upper class and Delta One travellers. The Revivals Lounge is really quite nice to go, sort of get a light breakfast when you arrive into Heathrow. You can freshen up, have a shower, get your suit pressed, all sorts of nice things on arrival, especially good for the business traveller. And you can just head straight off back home, into the office, whatever it is wherever you're heading off to next. So I'll start off just going through some of the cabins. So we'll start off with our iconic upper class cabin. This has actually been remodeled many, many times over the years. I think I've seen probably four variations now. So this is our most up to date and our newest one, and this is kind of what's going to be rolled out across all of the new aircraft that we are purchasing. You'll notice that all of the upper class suites now actually all face a window. So even those that are in the middle aisle, there will be angled to a point where you will have a view outside the aircraft, which is pretty cool. All of these have access to our private security channel at London Heathrow. So once you check in, they take you through a little private lane or private door, actually. Very exclusive. You really feel like you're a celebrity going through that channel. And then literally when you get the other side, you're basically walking almost straight into the lounge at Heathrow. So it's a really, really nice experience. Another bonus here with upper class, you get to take two pieces of baggage, 32 kilos. So just to sort of make note, standard is 23 kilos, as I'm sure you guys all know. But for those upper class passengers, it's actually two pieces at 32. So that extra really, really helps. We've got an amazing food and drink service throughout with upper class. Everything's served on china. You get proper cutlery, a selection of wine all the time, readily available. So it's kind of drink as much as you like to a point, I guess. Let's be sensible a little bit. Seat pitch there is pretty impressive. 44-inch seat pitch, fully reclines into a full flat bed. Up to 6'8". So it's a really, really good space. Anyone who is over 6 foot, you've all experienced how challenging that can be traveling at that sort of height. So to experience upper class, we pretty much cater for everybody really from a height perspective. And then also we've got the largest ever in-flight entertainment screen, currently at 18.5 inches. And again, pretty impressive. So moving on to our premium cabin. So this is where the little extras make a real big difference. We have priority services here, so dedicated check-in and bag drop facility. There's priority boarding as well. You also enjoy an extra hand baggage on board. And you can also choose your seat at time of booking as well, which I know is really important these days. especially if you're traveling as a family or with young children. You want to make sure you're all traveling together, so you get that as standard in premium. Similar to upper class, you get 2 pieces of baggage, but just to call out the allowance on that, it's actually 2 pieces at 23 kilos. Upper class was 2 pieces at 32. That's the real main difference from that perspective. Also have an amazing food experience on board. So there's always a choice of 3 main meals. It's served again on china with proper cutlery. You get a welcome glass of champagne on arrival as well as part of your priority boarding. And then we also have a pretty cool feature called the Wonder Wall, where you're invited to go up and enjoy snacks. We've got crisps, we've got popcorn, there's sweets, and it's really a bit of a grab and go, just help yourself. So it's a really nice experience and a nice way to kind of just get up and stretch your legs during the flight. And the premium cabin it's a dedicated cabin with superior service, really roomy seats there as well. You get your footrest, headrest, and the extra legroom as well. So the seat pitch there is about 38 inches. So again, for the taller traveller, I'm not one of those, unfortunately, but for the taller traveller, there's plenty of space to make that really comfortable for you as well. So moving on to our economy cabin. So we actually have a few variations of economy now. So we've got economy light, which is really our sort of hand baggage only, sort of no frills basically. You obviously can add baggage if you want. You can do it at check-in. You can do it when you get to the airport. But basically, it's a real light traveller option. Ideal if you're just going city break, maybe to New York for a couple of nights, Miami for a couple of nights, and you don't want to take a big case. Then we've got economy classic. So this is the regular economy. Choose your seat in advance. You've got a piece of 23 kilo check bag. Good selection of drinks and snacks on board, 3-course meal from the menu as well. And then on top of that, we've got economy delight. So there's a couple of little benefits there. So you get to enjoy the premium check-in and the priority boarding. And this is ultimately a slightly larger extra legroom seat. So still in the style of economy, just a little bit of extra legroom. Again, ideal for the taller traveller. Just thought I'd share this slide with everybody. So this is our finalised summer 2023 flying programme. So it kind of just gives you average frequencies per week this summer. So looking at Heathrow, Orlando here. So actually we're sort of flying up to twice daily, depending on the month. A similar scenario there with Heathrow, Miami. We've got up to 10 flights a week there, pretty much throughout all of summer. Tampa, it's our brand new route, as you all know. That is a daily service, and that's actually on board our brand new A330neo. So that's a really great aircraft, and I'll touch on that shortly. We've also got Manchester, Orlando, and again, this is sort of up to 12 flights a week, certainly in this August and September school holiday period. So really, really good options there. And then we have our seasonal service from Edinburgh into Orlando, which is a twice a week service from July through to October. And I mentioned on our discussion panel on Monday that whilst we've actually reduced capacity going into Orlando by adding Tampa and some of the additional Miami service and the Edinburgh service, we're actually increasing our capacity going into Florida as a destination overall. So just a little bit of an update around kind of what we're doing in terms of our aircraft here. So we've invested a lot of money in new aircraft. And actually at the moment, our fleet family has an average age of just 6.5 years, which is actually the youngest fleet flying long haul from the UK. And that's just really incredible. We've had to retire sort of the 747s and some of the other aircraft. And, we're striving to be one of the greenest airlines we can as well. So by doing that, that's kind of reducing, obviously, our CO2 emissions, greenhouse gases, etc., better economy on fuel. So from that perspective, it's it makes us a really attractive airline from a sustainability piece as well as how old the fleet is. So as I say, average age of 6.5 years, youngest fleet in the UK going transatlantic, which is absolutely incredible. So as I just touched on earlier, we've got a brand new aircraft, the A330neo. So this is our newest aircraft to the fleet. We basically put our heart and soul into designing this plane for the future for everyone. We've got a couple of new style cabins in here, or seats, I should say. So we've got something called the Retreat Suite in upper class. I'll talk a little bit more about that as well. But as I say, this aircraft is state of the art. It's next generation, and really proud to be flying this on the new Tampa route. So if you get the opportunity to go to Tampa, whether it be on a fan trip or whether that be on holiday, make sure you book Virgin Atlantic, because you will get to enjoy this brand new aircraft. So just touching on this on the different cabins here. So basically economy, we've got 13.3 inch seat back screen, so it's actually our biggest screen yet in economy. It's fully touch screen. We've also got Bluetooth audio, so you can connect your own headphones and use your own phone as a controller. A bugbear of mine when I travel, I always like to use my own Bluetooth headphones. So I end up downloading stuff on my phone most of the time because there aren't many airlines that actually allow you to do this yet. So that's a really, really great feature. Really strong seat pitch in economy, 31 inches, nearly 18 inches wide, and it's got the usual USB ports there as well. So we've also got the economy delight. So as I said earlier, we've got 3 versions, classic and light, and then delight. So delight is a slightly larger seat pitch at 34, so it's a little bit extra legroom there, but it still has the same size touchscreen, same seat width, and it still has the same number of ports as everybody else. And then moving on to premium. So this is designed to be even more premium. Excuse me. So this is small stylish touches make big differences. So we've got proper calf rests on every seat. The intuitive touchscreen entertainment, as I said before, has the Bluetooth audio. There's additional storage available. It's got the larger seat pitch there as well. So it's 38-inch seat pitch, 18.5 inches wide. We also provide wireless charging in the premium economy seats on this aircraft as well, which is fantastic. So no annoying cables to kind of trip on or leave behind when you come off the aircraft. Literally grab your phone in the bag, off you go. So that's a really, really nice touch. And then moving on to upper class, as I say, this is our world famous upper class suite. So we've actually added even more space, even more storage, and even more style to an already incredible upper class proposition. So we've got a full privacy door here. So we've not really had these in the past. So actually you can fully close your door for ultimate privacy. There's a 17.3 inch touchscreen. We've got wireless charging there as well. There's personal in-suite mood lighting. The bed lies completely flat, as I say, down to 6'7". So it's great for that tall traveller, as I said previously before. So really, this is kind of a really, really nice seat, new model, state of the art for us. So we're really, really, really impressed and pleased with this seat and this aircraft. So just heading into this retreat suite of ours. So this is brand new. So this is actually a 2-person suite kind of cabin, as it were. So great for couples, great for honeymooners. 27-inch touchscreen monitor here. Again, a massive, long, fully flat bed, 6'7". There's just everything going on in this suite. We've got an ottoman there, so you can have dinner facing one another. You can have dinner as a 4 if there's a group of you traveling. All this additional storage, wireless charging, etc. There's a lot here. And again, really proud of this. I'm just really conscious of time on this, guys. So I'm just going to shoot through and just touch on our Sky High Club. So this is our brand new incentive program. This is available to every single one of you. It's our always on approach. Every booking you do, you can log down here at Virgin Atlantic skyhighclub.com. You get points for every booking you make. These points can be used for amazing rewards. There's lifestyle treats. You can do holidays on them, and we've got some really amazing experiential trips coming up this year to top sellers as another sort of additional incentive there. So really encourage everybody listening today to sign up to the Sky High Club. You definitely won't regret it. And as I say, there's some amazing trips coming up later on this year on the back of that. One last final thing here is just our partner hub. You guys probably use it already, but again, all of our up-to-date information, policy changes, aircraft updates, you can find it here on Partner Hub. And you can also do the same with Delta Professional, who are our JV partner. And that's it really from me, to be honest. Right, brilliant. Well, thanks ever so much for listening, everybody. I hope you've had a great day today. And thanks for taking out the time to listen to me.